Hello everybody and welcome to my new YouTube channel. This is going to be everything dedicated towards ponds and keeping koi. My name is Carl and this is Northern Koi. Right guys, so like I said, my name is Carl. I am 30 years old. I'm from South Shields in the northeast of the UK and I'm currently in the stage of planning and designing my very first pond build. So I have always had an interest in keeping fish. When I was little I had multiple cold water fish tanks and tropical fish tanks, terrapins and all sorts. I love going out and seeing ponds and stuff, you know, with the big koi and everything like that. I have always liked the idea of one, but we recently, not long, just had a daughter a couple of years ago, a little girl, and we're kind of put off a little bit danger-wise in case she fell in. But after having a bit of a look around, we've seen the raised ponds and stuff like that. I've shown the missus and she's been ever so kind to give us the nod and say I can go ahead and start my first pond. So the original design that I was going to go for was just basically like a sleeper build, small window in the front with a pump fed filter system above it. But after showing me missus maybe a few 100,000, maybe even 1 million different raised ponds, she actually agreed that she would much prefer a larger one, which was very beneficial to me because that's something I'd much prefer to do. So in the summer last year, we recently just did the garden. Well, before that we did the first set of decking. Last summer we just raised the ground up in the garden, did a lot of artificial turf, and we've still got a large portion of the garden untouched at the bottom, as the garden's like 18 metres long. So I've got a good sized portion at the bottom of the garden that we haven't gotten around to doing yet. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and jump in with, and that's where we're going to be building the pond, the filter house, and I'm going to box the entire thing off with a big gazebo, make it all nice and private, and make it like a little secret oasis down the bottom. So before I do go ahead as well and jump into the video, like I say, I am new. I'm doing a lot of research, but I know for a fact there's going to be a lot of things along the way where I'm going to be wrong, I'm going to be incorrect about things, so take some of the things that I say with a pinch of salt. If anybody watching my videos notices that I'm wrong with something, I'm incorrect about anything like that, feel free to drop a comment, let me know, correct us. I'll take all criticism on board lightly. I think without asking, the only way you're going to learn something is either being told or making the mistakes yourself along the way. I'm expecting to make a lot of mistakes. I'm sure I'm going to have quite a few setbacks. I don't expect this to go perfectly, but like I say, anyone has any opinions or even if you just want to give me some advice, some tips, it's all much appreciated for in the future, anything at all. Please feel free to drop a comment, let me know, and I'll get back to all the comments that I'll get in the video as well. So one thing that I have noticed within the koi keeping community, so I'm in a couple of different hobbies, I do like inverts, arachnids and all that type of stuff, and I've noticed the difference with the koi community. It seems to be a lot more of a mature audience of people that's involved. Everyone's really helpful. Everyone that I've spoke to so far have been absolutely fantastic. Everyone giving us advice and taking time out their own days and stuff to speak to us and stuff. I really do appreciate all yous. So the plan with my YouTube channel is I basically want to document my experience and share it with yous. Like I say, I'm already in different hobbies. I've got my own YouTube channel for another hobby, so I'm used to like content creating and stuff as well. So I'm hoping I'm going to rub off some of my skills here and pick up where I left off with my other YouTube channel. So obviously I've watched a lot of people doing the pond builds, you know, and it's been really exciting. I've really enjoyed watching different people building all these different style ponds and see how different people do things differently and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to doing it all myself, sharing my experience with you guys, and obviously if I can help anybody along the way and pass on some of my knowledge, obviously that's a bigger bonus, but it's just basically going to be me winging it, living and learning from all my mistakes. So I've been watching a bunch of other YouTubers out there and I've been enjoying a lot of them, you know. I mean, Dazzle Koi, very informative, his videos are great. Koi Services, Steve Perkins, what a fantastic bloke, man. He's spent so much time answering loads and loads and loads of questions for us. He's helped us out a great ton. I think I'm kind of getting like built a little friendship with him. He's a really nice guy. The things he does in his videos and stuff as well for the people that he's helping out, it's absolutely incredible. So I think he's a really nice person. He's been very helpful, took a lot of time to answer all my questions, like I said. Koi Boy UK, another great guy. You know, he's a younger lad. He's built a fantastic pond in his garden, like a more naturalistic thing. It's beautiful, you know, and watching him do his little polytunnel and everything, it's really exciting to see. So I'm just dying to jump in, get involved. I want to do my build. I want to share with you my experiences, all me progression, all me setbacks. Obviously, like I say, if I can help people along the way, that's brilliant. I want to get my family involved as well, you know, so I want to get my wife coming in. I want her to muck in and do some bits. I want to get my little girls to come in and get involved. So hopefully I make some good content for you to watch. Hopefully you guys can enjoy 20-30 minutes of your day or something watching a video when I release them. So we'll see how it goes, and yeah, that's the plans for the channel anyways. With the area that I'm going to be building in, I've got quite a bit of space in here, but I need to make it seating area and everything that needs to go as well. On the left hand side is when we're building the pond. I will show you guys the design and stuff in a moment, and I'll walk you through it. But what I'm going with is I have 7 foot out and 12 foot along to work with. That's pond and the pump house. So if I do the Nexus 220, I'm going to need around about 4.5 foot for the pump house. That'll probably take us about 7 foot I'll have left of the pond, so the pond will be 7 foot by 7 foot. Or if I go smaller, you know, it'll be 7 foot by 7 foot, 5 foot deep. If I make the pond a bit larger, I could then make the pump house smaller, but I would need a drum, which is more expensive. Or I mean, I could go super cheap and get an easy pod and fix it up with something else, you know, like the Tempest and stuff. It's just going to mean a lot more maintenance. Now, I'm not too bothered about the maintenance, you know, it'll be fun. I'll enjoy getting out. I mean, like I say, I've got all these other exotic pets and stuff, which I'm busy all the time with anyway, so spending an extra half hour in the garden each day doing whatever with the pond isn't really going to make a much difference to me. I will enjoy it. So at the moment I'm kind of leading towards the Nexus 220, but I'll walk you through the build when we get there anyways. But yeah, so I'm looking at the moment a 7 foot by 7 foot, 5 foot deep with a nice window in the front and a waterfall on the pond. So that being said, we'll spin around, we'll jump over at the computer now, and I'll bring up my design and I'll show you guys what I've got planned. I haven't got it down to the precise exact measurements. I've just chopped it up so I know like what I can see, visualize in my mind, and I think along the way I'll probably just wing it. I might get some mistakes, I might not, you never know, but we'll see how it goes. So yeah, let's have a little spin around, boys, and we'll have a look and we'll see what this design is and what you guys think. I don't know how clear this is going to look for you guys to see from the camera on the screen, but this is what the pond's going to be like. Obviously it's more of a rectangle shape here, but I've actually changed it and it is going to be more of a square shape. So like I said, it will be 7 foot by 7 foot. I will be digging down into the ground and building back up that way, so it will be 5 foot deep. So as you can see, I'm going to have the bottom drain down here. That'll be coming out into a Nexus 220, and from the Nexus 220 I'm going to have that splitting out here into 2 ways, and that's going to send into 2 returns. Now I don't know whether I should have the returns as high up as what they are, or should I have them a little bit lower, should I have them closer at the top. So if anyone has any opinions on that and reasons why, then please let us know. Now I have a backy shower. Yeah, that's what that is at the moment. That's my little 3D design of a backy shower. But originally I'm just going to go for a normal waterfall, and in time I can upgrade and add a backy shower, but for now I'm just going to go for a normal waterfall. So down the bottom, so the returns are going to push the water down towards the left. Over here we have the skimmer. Now the skimmer will come out of the pump over here, and I'm going to have that blast all the way along. It's going to shoot up and go into a Tempest, and then from the Tempest into the UV. The UV will then go to a connection that's going to split off into 2 ways. I'm going to have a valve on either side to cut it off, so I'll have the bottom valve shut and it'll be leading forward on the top here into the waterfall. Come to the winter, I can shut off the top one, open up the bottom one, and that'll drop down, come along, and that'll be the side optional one here, the return. So I'll then have the 2 returns pushing down, and then I'll have this one coming in from the side. So I'm thinking that should add like a swirl around the pond, hopefully. At least it's going to push stuff down, and it's then going to go into the skimmer to be fed out. So that is the design that I have. So we take a closer look over here. Like I said, we got the Nexus 220. If anyone is wondering what I'm using here, this is a website called Tinkercad. Now I've got 3D printers, and this is a website that you come on, you place blocks and shapes and you attach them together and what have you. You make 3D models and then you send them through a blender and you can get them printed out on your 3D printer. But I thought, instead of drawing up my design, I'll try it on here, and it actually worked out pretty well. So yeah, bottom pipe through here with the valve on into the Nexus, and then again the return comes out over here into a 90, another valve, the pump. That's what these black blocks are. That's the pump. I think I said it's going to shoot along, up, and then that's going to split into 2 returns. And like I said with the Tempest, I don't know if the pipes are the right way. I think they actually come out on the right side over here, not actually on the left, but that's which way it looks. That's which way it looks, right? Don't have a go at us. But yeah, so that's what I'm working with at the moment. So that is the pond. Like I say, it's a rectangle shape here, just as I haven't got the exact measurements. After I've measured the garden properly, I realised I need to actually do it more squared, but it's no problem. I mean, that's easily adjusted, you know what I mean? I can easily just do something like that. So that's what it looks like, and this is going to be the final design. So this is what the garden will actually look like. So you have my grass on the bottom here, I've got my 6-foot fence either side. The bottom is going to be deckened. So what I'm doing is just a giant pergola across the full bottom of the garden, which I'll show you when we go down. Now I'm going to put corrugated plastic sheets along the outside of the roof, all the way along the top. And same again on the outsides, on the front yeah, but they're actually going to be on the inside. That's these like light green screens. I don't know if you can make it out on the camera or not. So they're going to be corrugated plastic on the insides, and then I'm going to have artificial trellis across the entire roof, across the insides. These are going to be the lats on the front, what's painted. I don't know if you can make it out or not, but this is actually like a Japanese styled arch to give it the vibe. So when you first come walking in through the front, the pond itself will actually not be here, it'll actually come all the way to this edge. So when you walk through the entrance here, all that's on the right will be the seating area. Again, like I said, it isn't the exact measurements and stuff. So the pond will be more square shaped. This will be the waterfall. It's going to come more out here, it'll probably come about there, and then the rest of it will be the pump house. And that'll be the pump house at the side, the little door on the front and stuff. So yeah, it's my little seating area at the right. Get some speakers, an outdoor telly. It'll be nice and tranquil. So that is what I want to do. So if you can see that there, that's what I've got to work with. Right there. So yeah, this is the garden from the loft, and that's the space I've got to work with over on the left there. So let's go down and we'll have a proper look. Alright, so that's the space that we've got to work with on here. That's roughly going to be where the pump house is at the top, and the pond's going to be here. I've got it marked out the middle of the garden directly there, so the archway is going to be around about here, if you can see it or not. As soon as you walk through, all that left there, this big square will be the pond. We'll take it, I think I'm going to go down 2.5 foot, set the drain, and then block it up. I'm going to have the decking come along, just maybe a couple of inches off the ground, above the soil. So it is going to be a nice height. I want the pond to like come up to like waist height. I don't want to be bending over low into it. Obviously, for one, I've got a young daughter. 2, my guard dogs. I didn't want them falling in it. Come on, boys, come here. This is guard dog number 1, Eric. Come here, young. Guard dog number 2, oh Vinny. But yeah, so I don't want the pond being low down, because like I said, I've got the dogs, I've got the bin. So it's going to be quite nice and high, quite nice and deep. Big window on the front. I think I'm going to cover the full thing. Might have, see, a single block on either side. The rest of it will be the window. Pump house at the back. That's just all spare timber, so just ignore that. Yeah. Drain wise, I haven't yet figured out what I'm going to do. Now I know where the grass meets the decking. I am going to drop it down just a couple of mil, and I'm going to have one of those channels in with the grids across the top. I'm going to run that right away along the front. Now I haven't got a manhole in the back garden, and the only drain that I've got is off the gutter. That's 18 metres away, and like I say, I've just done all the garden last summer and the summer before. I don't really want to be ripping up all my garden, all the turf and then all the decking. I don't really want to do that if I don't have to. I was possibly thinking about just digging a really deep hole, filling it full of gravel, soil over the top. Like I say, everything that I dig up from here is just going to get spread out across this anyways, because this is all going to be covered, the rest of it. The rest of all this is just going to be all covered with decking. So any soil comes up, it's going to get spread about. So yeah, like I say, I don't know if you guys have any opinions or not, but for a drain, because I don't really want to dig up the rest of the garden when I've just had it done. So what do you think, as they're just digging a really deep hole, filling it full of gravel, bit soil over the top, just have the waste pipe into there. And if anything, when I'm cleaning stuff, I can just release it. It's going to go into there, sit out on the ground. I don't know. What do you think? So if you've got any advice on that, that'll be the first comment for you to drop down and let us know. But yeah, that's it. So that's the workspace we've got. That's what we're going to be working with, and that's going to be the little hidden oasis. So there we have it. That is my plans for the channel. That is my plans for the pond. Again, please, if anybody has any advice, any opinions, any criticism, things I should change or whatever, let me know down in the comments below. Now I know a lot of people will say, scrap the Nexus, get a drum, blah blah blah. I could get a drum, but the only thing is I don't have the money all in one go to do this pond. This is going to be a chip away job. So first thing I'll be doing is digging up, getting the drain set in, blah blah blah. And then it will be save a little bit more money, getting the blocks, making the start of the blocks. I'll just be chipping away at the job bit by bit. I'm not going to be blasting it all off in one go because I haven't got the money to do that. My two daughters' birthdays are coming up. Well, my 30th isn't until November the 8th, so I lied is within the first sentence of the video, sorry. But yeah, it's got my two daughters' birthdays, my birthday, Christmas, my wife's birthday in January. We've got loads of stuff going on, so I haven't got the money to just go and blast it all off on the pond immediately. But yeah, so if anybody has any opinions, like I say, let me know. It's going to be a chip away job. The more expensive I go, the longer it's going to take to build. Now I don't mind going for the Nexus 220 now, with the waterfall and the Tempest and the UV. In time I can easily upgrade, you know. It gives the stuff to look forward to, stuff to plan, stuff to work on. I would like to change to a battery shower from the normal waterfall eventually. You know, get rid of the Nexus, get a drum in if I wanted. You know, it's all stuff I can work towards. It doesn't need to be the best of the best straight off the belt. I'll be happy enough to get it going right now. I think there was a few people said that I could have gotten away with a easy pod. There would be a lot more maintenance. Like I say, I don't mind doing the maintenance, but I think I'm just gonna stick with the Nexus 220, and I think we'll just go from there. Like I say, the more expensive I go, the longer it's going to take me to build it, and I can't wait to get it going, man. Honestly, I just can't wait to get stuck in. I think the only way I would be able to get it done a lot faster would be if I won the lottery. If I won the lottery off, I set up like a GoFundMe page, it'd be the only way I'd be able to get it going faster. But yeah, man, that's the plan. So at the moment, put money aside, I'm going to buy the bottom drain, some pipe work, and I'll work 5 days a week, Monday to Friday. Comes with the weekends and that's the only time that I've got available to work on the garden myself. So it's getting paid with good weather and getting paid with the free time to do it. Now it's Tuesday today, Saturday just gone, and the Saturday before that I wanted to actually get started on it, digging up and everything, and every time I come to it, it was just really bad rain. Gale force winds on the weekend just gone as well. So I need to try and find the good enough weather where I can get it going, because once I get that thingied as well, I'm also going to build a frame out the timber what I've got down there at the garden, which you're seeing. I'm going to build my own frame. I've got a brand new giant tarpaulin. I'm going to try to cover that over the entire thing, staple it all on. I'm going to screw the frame into the fence and everything, and I'm just going to make a full thing like a tent to cover with. So the water does go down the garden. The garden is on a slight angle. When it rains, it goes down there, and where I want to build a pond, all the bogs. That's why I need to try and find the perfect weather, because in the perfect time, because I can't dig the hole out, get the concrete in if it's going to rain straight away and it's going to start there. I need to at least know it's going to be there and it's going to set. Once it's set, the tarpaulin, and that'll be spot on, because I can keep the rain out and it'll not go onto the concrete slab as much. Especially once I get the block work started and I put like the felt round the plastic cover. There's a lot I need to do, which obviously you guys watching you'll understand. There is a lot that I need to do. So today's video, like I say, it was just introduction, me introducing myself to yous, telling you a little bit about us, plans for the channel, plans for the garden, plans for the pond, and yeah, and asking for advice, help, opinions, you know. So main thing I would like to know from you guys is what would be your ideas on a drain for the waste pipe. Do you think it'll be okay if I build a big hole in the floor, maybe 2.5 foot wide, really deep, just fill it full of gravel, a couple of inches of soil over the top? Like I say, the whole garden is just going to have the soil spread out across at the back, because the decking's going over it, so you're not going to see it anyways. So I will be doing that. So yeah, if you think that'll be a good idea, let me know. If not, let me know. Any other opinions, advice, it's much appreciated. So I guess with that being said, I'm going to love you and leave you there, boys. Quick little video introduction, and hopefully on the weekend, like I said, today is Tuesday, hopefully the weather stays the way it is at the moment. It does look good, and I can get that dug up and get it started, and I'll get a recording of that as well, and that'll be into the next video. I don't know how often the videos are going to be, because it all depends on money for the project, of course. Like I said, the only way would be freaking winning the lottery. But yeah, like I say, I'll see you guys in the next video. I appreciate you all for watching, and any comments in advance, thank you so much for your support, and I'll reply to them all. Thank you everybody, and again a big shout out to all the people who I've been speaking to, who's given us loads of advice. I can't sit here and rattle off loads of names because I'd be here forever, but I would say Steve Perky, what a lad, he's been the greatest hand I've had so far. I speak to him almost daily, he's given us loads and loads of advice. I've probably asked him the same question like 100 bloody times, but yeah. Big love everybody, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.